What's up, KFG CREW and KFG Kings? This your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I will give you guys my AEW Double or Nothing review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications every time I premiere a brand new video or I go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about AEW Double or Nothing. Now, AEW Double or Nothing was it was a it was a C plus. I give it a C plus. That's all I gotta say. Even though the pay per view was too long, but it was just a C. I give it a C plus. All right. The show opens with several video package to hype up the show. All right. The Acclaim and Gold Club come to the stage, and Max Caster starts rapping about Hook spitting fire like Jericho and winning the tag titles. Anthony Bounce gets in, you know what, chant going. In a pre-tape promo, Eddie Kingston cuts a promo on how Chris Jericho brought him back to his darkest place, as he doesn't know where he is mentally. He scared about what he's going to do through tears. He says he hurts people, and the JAS is bringing his demon back. He breaks a bottle of alcohol and says he can't stand Jericho because he's done this to him. Kingston dares him to find out why no company ever wanted him, and says he'll find out on Sunday. He also says this on Tony Khan too, as he could have stopped this, but he closed it by saying he'll see the JAS on Sunday. Alright, so we get Hook and Don Hudson versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. Alright, and this was a quick match. Don Hudson and Hook get huge props. Hook and Tony start the bout. Taz Son takes the premier athlete down right off the bat. Don Hudson tags in and Tony's down with the Hurricanrana. Tony's gains the upper hand and isolates Don Hudson with Sterling. The premier athlete drops Hook with a cheap shot, but Don Hudson rallies and drops Tony Nese. Hook makes the hot tag and Sterling refuses to tag Tony Nese. Sterling distracts him, but hooks up suplex both men. He plays to the crowd and tags in Don Hudson, who covers Sterling for the win. The winner of the match, Hook and Don Hudson, the main show. So we get to the main show. So we get MJF versus Wallop. This match was squash. This was a squash match. MJF enters to loud boos and milks the crowd cheers. He does an airplane tongue in the ring, seemingly reference the report that a plane ticket out of Las Vegas was purchased for him on Saturday. Wallop enters, handcuffed and surrounded by security guards. MJF leaves the ring. Once Wallop enters, the bell rings and MJF goes back outside. The fans chant he showed up at MJF. The Son of Earth attack Wallop from behind, and the powerhouse no sell it. Wallop gets his hands on MJF, who goes for a sunset flip to no avail. Mr. Mayhem goes for a powerbomb and MJF bites his way out. MJF thumbs Wallop in the eye and gets a 2 count after he counters a powerbomb. He seemingly hurts his leg and cries out. He takes the dynamite diamond ring out of his trunks, and the referee stops him from using it. MJF tries to talk to Wallop and offers him a handshake. Wallop shakes his hand and holds on. And he then powerbombs MJF, much to the crowd delight. He pulls and hits another powerbomb. He turns his two more powerbombs. Wallop breaks his own pin so he can inflict even more punishment. He hits three more powerbombs and pins MJF for the win. The winner of the match, Wallop. This was a squash match. After the match, MJF is taken out of the ring on a stretcher. The broadcast team announced that Wallop is now officially a member of the All Elite Wrestling. Tony Schiavone interviews Wallop and tells him he is All Elite. The Wallop is hashtag All Elite graphic appears on the screen. The crowd chants, "You deserve it." Alright, let's move on. The Young Bucks versus the Hardys. This match was too long. Alright, a via Las Vegas party plays before the Young Bucks entrance. Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson start the bout. They exchange elite and delete taunts. They feel each other out and match each other step for step. Jeff Hardy tags in. Matt Jackson tags in Nick Jackson, who mocks Jeff's dancing. The Hardys responds by mocking the Jackson's flex taunt. They gain the upper hand and force the Young Bucks to regroup. Fans chant for Brandon Cutler, and Nick shows him out of frustration. Matt Hardy floors Matt Jackson with a clothesline and suplex the Hardys. Suplex Nick into Matt. The Young Bucks counters poetry in motion and turn it into a kick. Matt Hardy eats a super kick. The Young Bucks marks the fans chant and isolates Jeff. Cutler stops Jeff from tagging out by pulling Matt out of the apron. Jeff Hardy dodges Nick Jackson's attempt at the whisper in the wind, and he hits it himself. Matt tags in and slams Nick into the turnbuckle. He takes the fight to Matt Jackson and Cutler, too. A side effect earns Matt Hardy a 2 count. The Young Bucks sends Matt crashing to the outside, and Nick Jackson kicks him in the face. Jeff Hardy flips them off and drop kicks Matt Hardy. Nick super kicks Jeff Hardy and causes him to fall into both mats. Nick Jackson dives onto the three men outside the ring. Matt Hardy is left by himself, and the Young Bucks get a 2 count. With a double team, Cutler takes an accidental kick to the face, and the Hardys rallies. Matt Hardy drops Matt Jackson with a side effect onto the apron. The Hardys hit poetry in motion. Nick Jackson stomps on Matt while he's laid out across Matt Jackson's knee. Nick Jackson dodges a swanton bomb and hits the twist of fate. Matt hits the swanton for a 2 count. Jeff fights his way of the BTE trigger, but the Hardys gets involved in a super kick party. Matt and Nick kick them again, but the Hardys won't stay down. Matt Jackson sets up the steps at ringside, but Jeff Hardy fights his way free. Matt Hardy hits the power bomb on Nick Jackson. Jeff Hardy hits a swanton bomb on Matt Jackson, who on top of the steps. Matt gets a near fall with a twist of fate. Jeff Hardy clinches the win with the swanton bomb. The winner of the match, the Hardy Boys. This match was too long. Jeff temporarily leaves through the crowd after the match. He comes back and celebrates with Matt Hardy. A pre-tape video shows the aftermath of the Acclaim in the Gun Club having fun in Las Vegas. All 4 men are laid out in their rooms and sleeping. Anthony Bounds is doing a sister's stunt. Alright, so we get TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill versus Anna Jay. This match was garbage. Cargill back Jay into the corner. The challenger briefly gains the upper hand, but the champion slams her to the mat. Cargill suplexes Jay and clotheslines her. She rocks Jay with some strikes, but the challenger gains some momentum with a superplex. Cargill doesn't go down when Jay hits a lariat. Cargill rolls to the outside, and Jay slams her into the steel steps. Kira Hogan and Red Velvet try to check Jay, but she drops both with a double DDT. Cargill rocks Jay with a boot, but Jay gets a 2 count with a roll through. Smart Mark Sterling comes to the ring and stops Cargill. He he crunch he distracts the referee, and Jay hits a Russian leg sweep with a crushed. John Silver runs to ringside and drops Sterling with a brainbuster. Cargill hits the of the storm for a 2 count. Jay locks in the Queen Slayer, but Cargill powers her way out. Stokely Hathaway, Malcolm Bivens walk down the ramp, distracting Jay and allowing Cargill to hit the Super J for the win. The winner of the match is still your TBS champion, Jay Cargill. This match was garbage. Alright, Hathaway, Cargill, and the baddies celebrate together. Chris Statlander saves Jay from a beatdown, and Athena, the former Ember Moon, makes her AEW debut by coming out to confront Cargill. Okay, let's go to the next page. So we get House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews versus their triangle Pac, Penta, Elzil, and Ray Phoenix. This was a good match right here. This was good. Malachi Black and Ray Phoenix start the bout. They feel each other out, and Ray Phoenix takes him down with their Hurricanrana. Ray Phoenix mocks Black sitting pose, and Black does it right back. Matthews tags in and takes a nasty super kick. Penta tags in and matches Matthews step for step. They trade blows, and Pac tags in. He kicks Matthews in the face, and King tags in. The big man overpowers Pac and blasts him with a chop. He sends Pac crashing to the floor. All 6 men stare at each other down, and fists are flying as they start brawling. King levels Pac with a lariat. Black drills Ray Phoenix with some strikes. Matthews hits a meteor and blasts Pac with a pump kick. Pac turns him inside out with a lariat. House of Black control and isolates Pac. King crushes him with a splash in the corner, but he dodged a cannonball. Ray Phoenix tags in and clears house with a fury of offense. Matthews takes super kicks from the Lucha Brothers. Penta and Ray Phoenix dive onto their opponents outside the ring. Death Triangle triple teams King for a 2 count. Matthews catches a diving Phoenix and superplex him on the floor. Everybody starts diving to the outside. King dives onto Pac and Penta. Ray Phoenix is left alone, but Pac and Penta break up a pin after the Dante's Inferno. Their triangle kicks their opponents. Pac drops Black with a 2 count with a brainbuster. Matthews takes a destroyer on the apron. Black is left by himself, and he gets super kicked by Death Triangle. He counters the fear factor and hits the black mask on Ray Phoenix. Pac kicks him and suplexes Matthews. Abraham distracts the referee, and Pac kicks Black below the belt. The light goes out, and Julia Hart is standing in the ring. She missed Pac and Black She missed Pac, and Black hits the Black Mask for the win. The winner of the match, House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. Now that was a good match right there. Julia Hart leaves with House of Black after the bout. Alright, so we get the Owen Hart men's tournament finals. Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. Now this match was good too. Mike Chioda is the referee for this special match. The fans chant on as the two competitors feel each other out. Samoa Joe powers Adam Cole into the corner as the feeling out process continues. The powerhouse drills Adam Cole with a series of punches. He rocks Cole with a kick to the head and maintains the advantage. Samoa Joe trucks over Adam Cole with a back elbow, sending him out of the ring. Adam Cole blasts Joe with a super kick and slams him on first onto the apron. He sends the ROH World Television Champion shoulder first onto the ring post and takes control of the belt. Samoa Joe fires back with some strikes, but Adam Cole kicks his arm and wrenches the ropes. Samoa Joe counters the Panama Sunrise and slams Adam Cole knee first onto the mat. Adam Cole kicks the wounded arm again, but Samoa Joe floors him with the STO. The Samoan submission machine takes control with a period of offense and gets a 2 count with a senton. Adam Cole rocks Samoa Joe with a kick and gets a 2 count with a backstabber. He locks in the crossface, but Samoa Joe wrenches the ropes. Samoa Joe powerbombs Adam Cole for a 2 count and locks in the STF, but Adam Cole gets out of it by putting his foot on the ropes. Bobby Fish comes to ringside and snaps Samoa Joe's arm over the ropes. Samoa Joe goes for the rear naked choke, but Bobby Fish distracts him again so he can't lock it in. Adam Cole kicks Samoa Joe and hits the boom for the win. The winner of the match, Adam Cole. This match was good. Alright, so we get the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament Finals. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, accompanied by Rebo and Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho. This match was quick, but it is what it is. This match was quick. Which were of Fozzy plays Baker to the ring, while when she does a live edition of Ruby Soho for the Runaway. Baker and Soho square off and trade holds. Ruby Soho wrenches the former champion's arm. Baker hammers her with some former in the corner. Ruby Soho sends her to the outside and blasts her with a drop kick. She suplexes Baker on the floor. Back in the ring, Baker takes control and stretches Ruby Soho around the ring post. Ruby Soho chops Baker, but the former champion drops her with a Russian leg sweep. Ruby Soho suplexes Baker. The two women trade blows as the match is a salesman. They both fall down and take a moment to regroup. Baker drills Ruby Soho with some kicks, and Ruby Soho responds with a Seto suplex. Ruby Soho gets a 2 count with a diving senton. Baker gets a 2 count with a stomp. She goes for the lockjaw, but Ruby Soho avoids it. Baker goes for it again, and Ruby Soho counters. She hits the no future and puts Baker in the sharpshooter, but Baker reaches the ropes. Baker rolls through a pin attempt and stacks Ruby Soho up for the win. The winner of the match, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And I was thinking about this, like, Dr. Britt Baker doesn't need to win this match. The only person that needed to win this match was Ruby Soho. But Ruby Soho lost to Britt Baker. That's all I gotta say. Alright. But this match was was quick. This match was quick. That's all I gotta say. The former champion Shake holds hand after the match. Baker and Adam Cole kiss and celebrate together. Alright, Tony Schiavone presents Dr. Martha Hart, who presents the winners with the trophy and the custom titles. The crowd chants Owen, and thank you, Martha. Martha thanks AEW and everyone involved with making this happen. Alright, so we get Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt with Dan Lambert versus Sami Zayn. Sammy Guevara. I don't know why I said Sami Zayn. My fault. Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Tay Conti. I have to correct myself. I said Sammy Guevara. My fault, y'all. Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Tay Conti. Now, Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Tay Conti got booed out of the building. But this match, I'm saying this match was decent. This was a decent match. Page punches Sammy Guevara and drops him with a elbow to the face. Sammy Guevara leaps over Page and drop kicks him. Page slams Guevara and tags Sky. Kazarian and Sky face off, and the TNT champion catches him with a drop kick. Kazarian hits a diving elbow drop, and Sky takes the fight to Sammy Guevara with some body shots. Tay Conti and Guerrero Doverton Kazarian. Sky tags in. Kazarian takes him down with a Russian leg sweep. Sky drops him with a flatliner. Tay Conti rocks Van Zandt with a cheap shot. Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti dance with each other at ringside, leaving Kazarian on his own. He calls Sammy Guevara a stupid son of a you-know-what, and the Spanish guy tags in while Kazarian has the chicken wing locked in. Paige Van Zandt tags in and sends Conti to the mat. She clotheslines Tay Conti and superplex her. Paige Van Zandt hits a handspringing elbow. Sammy Guevara saves Tay Conti from another slam and eats a DDT from Paige Van Zandt. Paige Van Zandt gets a 2 count with a Machoku driver. Tay Conti takes control with some strikes, and she slams Paige Van Zandt. Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti make out. Paige, Sky, and Paige Van Zandt stare them down. Kazarian leaves his partners on their own. Scorpio Sky drops Sammy Guevara with a slingshot cutter, and Kazarian hits a rope assist DDT. Tay Conti argues with Kazarian, and when Sammy Guevara tries to super kick him, he ducks and hits Tay Conti. Scorpio Sky capitalized by hitting the TKO for the win. The winner of the match, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt. That's all I gotta say. This match. Let's move on to the next match. So we get Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly. Alright, this was a quick match. Darby Allin takes the fight to Kyle O'Reilly, but latter drops him with a stiff knee to the face. Kyle O'Reilly targets Darby Allin's arm and maintains the advantage. Darby Allin rallies with a series of strikes. He gets a 2 count with a cold red and locks in a front face lock before he transitions and hits the Scorpion Death Drop. Darby Allin hits a modified starter who goes for a dive, but he slips and lands hard on the floor. Darby Allin goes for another dive, but Kyle O'Reilly catches him and locks in a guillotine. He rolls Darby Allin back into the ring, and the former TNT champion stacks Kyle O'Reilly up for a 2 count. Kyle O'Reilly gets a 2 count with a brainbuster. He traps Darby Allin with an ankle lock, but the fan favorite reverses it into a sharpshooter, and Darby Allin hits a coffin drop while Kyle O'Reilly is hung up the ropes. Kyle O'Reilly locks in an arm breaker, but Darby Allin turns it into a pin attempt. They trade strikes. And Kyle O'Reilly blasts Darby Allin with some kicks. Kyle O'Reilly pins Darby Allin with a diving knee drop. The winner of the match, Kyle O'Reilly. Alright, So we get AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. Me and Showstopper TV was waiting for this match. All right, so I'm gonna say this match was good. Okay. Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb fill each other out and exchange holds. They evenly matched early on. The champion rocks in the pendulum and turns it into a pin attempt for a 2 count. Thunder Rosa takes Serena Deeb down with a 2 arm drags. She dropkicks Serena Deeb off the apron, but the challenger gets back up and slams her into the turnbuckle. A neck breaker over the ropes, giving Serena Deeb the upper hand. Serena Deeb locks in the ambitional stretch, but Thunder Rosa fights out of it. The champion rallies and slams Serena Deeb. She sends Serena Deeb face first into the turnbuckle. Thunder Rosa gets a 2 count with a Northern Light suplex. Serena Deeb locks in a modified octopus hold. She hits an inverted face buster off the second rope. Serena Deeb locks in the stretch muffler, but the champion reverses and smashes Serena Deeb knee into the mat. Both women are down. After a double clothesline, Thunder Rosa hits a diving stomp to the back and get a 2 count with a Death Valley driver. Serena Deeb takes her down with a chop, locks in the figure 4. The two competitors trade blows while the hold is locked in. They roll out of the ring and land her on the floor. Serena Deeb nails a dragon screw in the ropes and hits the detox for a 2 count. She goes for the Serenity lock and transitions into a powerbomb. She locks in the clover leaf, but Thunder Rosa reaches the ropes. Thunder Rosa clinches the win with the Thunder Driver. The winner is still your AEW Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa. I'm gonna say this was good for what it was, but I still enjoyed this match. I enjoyed it. All right, so we get archery in the ring. Archery in the ring match. Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, Jon Moxley, and Bryan Danielson versus Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho, Angelo Parker, Matt Benner, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager. Alright. This match, I'm gonna say this tag team match was it was solid. Ring announcer Justin Roberts tells the fans that that's about to hit the fan. The JAS comes in the ring just like the Backstreet Boys. The match begins as a brawling during Kingston's entrance. Kingston stops Jericho from leaving as they fight into the crowd. Everyone fights in the crowd as a wild thing keeps playing on the PA system. Jon Moxley takes a fork and digs into Matt Menard's head. Moxley chokes Jericho, and they keep fighting. The prevail of violence is bleeding as the brawl continues. Menard is bleeding like a stuck pig. Jericho smashes the soundboard so the wild things stop playing. Kingston and Menard fight into the backstage area. Alright, the archery continues as Santana and Ortiz slams Hager through the 2 tables. Moxley hits Jericho with the camera. Mustard is flying as Menard and Kingston keeps going to war. Garcia power drivers Ortiz on the steel steps. Parker bash Danielson with the ring bell. Garcia goes backstage to fight Kingston. Jericho suplex Moxley onto some chairs. Garcia chokes Kingston with a belt and drags him across the floor. Jericho locks the walls of Jericho. Jericho locks the walls of Jericho the walls of Jericho, and Moxley on top of the table, which it collapsed. Moxley drops onto Jericho out of the ring. Menard covers in blood, makes his way back to the ringside. Jake Hager suplex Danielson on the ramp. Moxley unhooks the entire turnbuckle and slams Jericho with it. Kingston and Garcia keep fighting in the elevator. Santana and Ortiz dive off the ladder and splash Menard and Parker through tables. Jericho used a fire extinguisher on Moxley. Brian Danielson, Moxley, Jericho, and Hager are left in the ring. The two duel trade strikes. Moxley and Daniel hammers their foes with elbows and lock-in submission holds. Kingston covers in blood comes back to the ring carrying a can of gasoline. He dumps the gas on Jericho, but Danielson slaps the lighter out of his hand. They brawl, and Moxley pulls them apart. The Danielson helps Jericho gain the upper hand. Hager sends Moxley crashing onto a barbed wire board. Jericho blasts Kingston with the Judas effect. Danielson fights both men and kicks. He hits the running knee on Jericho for a near fall. Hager bashes Daniel with a bat, and Jericho rocks in the walls of Jericho while Hager chokes him with a turnbuckle cord until the referee calls for the bell. The winner of the match, Jericho Appreciation Society. Jericho, Angelo Parker, Matt Menard, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager. The bloody JAS celebrates after the match. In a promo, Andrade says he's not here in AEW to lose. He says AFO is a bunch of losers, and he asks Joe if he has his contract for his new business partner. Andrade says the individual is one of the best in the world, former ROH World Champion Rush walks in, and Andrade welcomes him to AEW. Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and Dan Lambert discuss the group's win. Page says it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Sky wonders who's next to challenge him for the title. Dante Martin steps up and makes it clear that he wants a shot. Sky says he has a bright future, but he'll give him a chance. He tells the young star that after he loses in SoCon, he can know that he asked for it. Alright, so we get the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage versus Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Swerve Strickland in our glory, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. Okay, this was pretty good. Team Taz gains the upper hand early on. They target Swerve and Lee, and the champions dive onto them at ringside. In the ring, Luchasaurus overpowers Starks, Hobbs, tags in and trucks over Swerve. Lee and Swerve over Team Hobbs and takes control of the bout. Jungle Boy tags in and drops Swerve with a Hurricanrana. He dives onto him and outside the ring. Lee catches a dive. Jungle Boy and powerbombs him onto Luchasaurus. Hobbs slams Jungle Boy and tags in Starks. The FTW champion playing him with a backbreaker. Jungle Boy crunches him on the ropes. Swerve Strickland and Hobbs tag in. A diving uppercut rocks Hobbs and Swerve sends Starks crashing out of the ring. Swerve Strickland vaults off Lee and dives onto everyone at ringside. Hobbs slams Swerve off the top rope. Luchasaurus tags in and clears Hobbs with several kicks. The Dinosaur draws Team Taz with a double clothesline. Lee tags in and the three powerhouse squares off. Luchasaurus kicks both men. Hobbs and Lee chokeslams him. Hobbs goes crashing out of the ring, and Lee dives onto everyone. Luchasaurus and Lee trade blows. Hobbs takes both men down with a diving neckbreaker. Jungle Boy and Starks tag in. Starks gets a 2 count with a pin as Cage pushes his feet off the ropes. Hobbs slams Cage into the steel steps. Jungle Boy dives onto Hobbs and checks on Cage. Starks blasts him with a spear for a near fall. Luchasaurus breaks him another one of Stark's pins. Swerves tags in and catches Hobbs with a swerve stomp. Luchasaurus accidentally kicks Jungle Boy in the face. Swerve and Lee hit a powerbomb / stomp combo for a 2 count. Starks blasts Lee with the FTW title. K stops Starks from using the title on Jungle Boy. Swerve rolls Jungle Boy up for a 2 count. Jurassic Express pins Swerve with the double team powerbomb. The winner and still your AEW World Tag Team Champions Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus. Okay, let's move on. So we get the main event of the evening. AEW World Championship, Hangman Page versus CM Punk. Now I'm gonna say this main event was good. This was a good main event. CM Punk and Hangman goes nose to nose to start the bout. As an animal is quiet, apparent. They lock up and feel each other out. CM Punk rubs his taped wrist across Page's face. The crowd loudly cheers for both men as they battle for positioning. CM Punk gains an early advantage, but Adam Page fires back with some stomps in the corner. They trade strikes as Punk sends Hangman to a turnbuckle, spying first. CM Punk slams Hangman and hits a diving crossbody, but Page rolls through and hits a follow-away slam. Page dives onto Punk outside the ring. Hangman sends Punk crashing into the barricade and grinds his face into the steel steps. Page plays to the crowd and exchange strikes with CM Punk. He drills the challenger with a rolling elbow and whips CM Punk chest first into the corner. CM Punk has an early buckshot. Larry attempts scouted. Hangman powerbombs CM Punk onto the apron and to maintain the upper hand. CM Punk hits a flying Larry for a 2 count. CM Punk superplexes the champion and both men are down. The challenger hits his signature knee/bulldog combination. He nails the springboard clothesline, but Page counters a sharpshooter attempt. He also evades the GTS attempt, but CM Punk gets a 2 count with a net breaker. Page hits a diving moonsault to the outside and lands awkwardly on his leg. CM Punk counters the buckshot Larry and locks in the sharpshooter, but Hangman reaches the ropes. CM Punk goes for a buckshot Larry, but he slips. Hangman goes for the GTS, but CM Punk gets out of it. CM Punk hits the buckshot Larry for a 2 count. Page powerbombs CM Punk and hits the dead eye for a 2 count. Hangman mocks CM Punk's go to sleep taunt, but CM Punk counters the GTS attempt. The challenger rocks Adam Page with the roundhouse kick, but Hangman hits the GTS for a near fall. The two competitors trade blows. Page clotheslines CM Punk out of the ring and throws him into the broadcast table. He grabs the title and tells CM Punk it's his. He posed and the crowd boos him. CM Punk counters the buckshot Larry and goes for the GTS, but Hangman accidentally kicks the referee. Page floors CM Punk with a lariat, but the referee is down, and Hangman looks at the title belt. He grabs it, but he hesitates and ultimately puts it down. He goes for the buckshot lariat, but CM Punk counters and hits the go to sleep for the win. The winner and your new AEW World Champion, CM Punk. CM Punk cries as he celebrates his win. And AEW Double or Nothing goes off the air. Like I said earlier, AEW Double or Nothing was a C. Well, AEW Double or Nothing was a C. Was a C. The pay per view itself was too long, but I give it a C plus. So AEW Double or Nothing gets a C plus. It was AEW. That's all I gotta say. AEW was a C plus show, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my AEW Double or Nothing review on highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on AEW Double or Nothing. I already said AEW Double or Nothing was a C plus, so that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna say it was a decent show. AEW Double or Nothing was a decent show. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications every time I premiere a brand new video or I go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE Raw review and highlights. This your boy, Big Boy FactsjonnyTV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG CREW KFG Kings. Too sweet. Everybody gets the too sweet. And this your boy, Big Boy FactsjonnyTV. And I'm out of here. Peace out, guys. Gang.